But she got to Indiana and she just like really wasn't happy. And like, I want people to be happy. So that's why I'm kind of like neutral on this one, which a lot of people are surprised about. She's towards the end of her career. So like, she deserves her flowers. She deserves to be happy. But I also think that if you're going to leave, like, you're going to have to expect.
Let me just stop there. It was a surprise that she signed here. And after everything that went on with the Connecticut Sun last year and Alyssa Thomas, shining light, bright flashing light of failure by this front office. But I just don't see how anybody could argue it. There's no way in hell that she wasn't involved.
DeWanna Bonner quit on Caitlin Clark midseason? That's what fans are saying, but Sophie Cunningham just spilled all the tea. From mysterious personal reasons to Bonner benching herself before bolting back to Phoenix, there's so much to unpack. And wait till you hear why Sophie says this betrayal hit the team hard. Plus, how did the Indiana Fever respond? All the drama, and the unexpected twist, coming up next. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor.
We gathered here into Indiana. And like, it was kind of a surprise that she was signed to Indiana anyway. And so we'll take her in a heartbeat. Like, she's a Hall of Famer. She's a hell of a basketball player, can score from anywhere on the court.
We found out very quickly that's what DeWanna Bonner was trying to do, was go play with her significant other. Remember Phoenix Mercury, Kaylee Copper losing her mind because, yeah, you came back to Indiana and the Indiana Fever fans, who are now just regular sports fans, with bringing DeWanna Bonner to this franchise. And it was a disaster. It was a disaster.
If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. What if the veteran star you looked up to, the one brought in to lead the team, just quit mid-season? That's the bombshell Sophie Cunningham dropped on her podcast, and the situation around DeWanna Bonner is even messier than anyone thought. When Bonner joined the Indiana Fever, it wasn't just hype, it felt like the perfect fit. She had the experience. She was supposed to be the anchor, the guide for Caitlin Clark as the rookie adjusted to the league. Fans were buzzing, and honestly, this move had all the makings of a Cinderella story. For a young team like the Fever, Bonner's presence wasn't just about numbers. She was supposed to shake off the growing pains and push them towards serious playoff contention. But the reality? It unraveled fast. Cunningham shed light on what really happened. Bonner wasn't stepping up, she was checked out. The mystery about her personal reasons started to circle, but even before that, her energy looked off. She averaged just 7.1 points, her lowest since her rookie year, and barely seemed invested on the court. Sophie revealed what few people knew: the cracks started early. Bonner never fully committed to the team or its goals, and that disconnect grew impossible to ignore. Then came the final blow: she abruptly left the Fever mid-season to head back to Phoenix. No team meeting, no heartfelt explanation. Sophie even said Bonner didn't respect the locker room enough to send a simple goodbye text. Not one message. For the players, it felt personal, but Caitlin Clark? She was blindsided.
I keep trying to say that. They booed DeWanna Bonner. Of course they did. Just like sports fans would boo any player that left their team, who's her, whatever, significant other, plays for the Phoenix Mercury, which is, no, she just didn't want to be with the organization anymore.
When it happened? No. Not even privately? Yeah, I mean, okay. That's tough. And
people want to know why I'm so critical of Stephanie White? It's because there's no way in hell, and this is my opinion.
Imagine being a rookie looking to a veteran for advice, only to watch them walk away when the team needed them most. Sophie was blunt. To her, it was a betrayal. She spilled that the locker room was left scrambling after Bonner's exit, a fractured, frustrated roster trying to pick up the pieces. Fans might have suspected something off, but Cunningham straight up confirmed it. Bonner's decision wasn't simply bad timing. It was unprofessional. And honestly, it left a stain that the players are still trying to scrub off. Imagine losing your supposed star player mid-season, watching that veteran presence walk out the door, and somehow, the team plays better without her. That's exactly what the Indiana Fever did after DeWanna Bonner's controversial exit. You might have expected them to fall apart with all that drama in the rearview mirror, but the Fever? They kept it professional. The players weren't about to let one person define their season, and they showed just how resilient they are when the pressure was on. Then came the ultimate test, a matchup against the Phoenix Mercury, Bonner's new, well, technically old, team. When she stepped onto the court rocking that Mercury jersey, the tension in the arena was thick. Fever fans weren't shy about making their feelings known. The boos rained down every time Bonner touched the ball. And just to add a layer of spice, Bonner's former teammate, Alyssa Thomas, decided to get in on the action, egging on the Fever crowd like a villain in a movie. The stakes weren't just high, they were sky high. This wasn't just about basketball anymore, it felt personal. But if Bonner and Phoenix thought this game was going to rattle the Fever, they were in for a rude awakening. The Fever came out swinging, leaving no doubt they were better off without her.
Under those kinds of circumstances, hell, we thought she had some kind of, hell, was she getting a tumor removed or something? It's personal, it's personal. Did you hear what he said? Didn't it? She didn't hear from him. He said, unless you leave on some fuck you type shit, which is what that was.
That's tough. And, yeah, okay.
It always felt like an odd signing. And it was the...
Well, I did say what? Unless you leave on some fuck you type shit, and that's what that is, so.
And that's what that is.
And it's family, I guess, but, like, you gotta get...
Look, Sophie's like, ugh. She knows right there that...
And they absolutely crushed it. Arie McDonald played like a star in the making, carving through defenders and hitting clutch shots, while Chloe BBY stepped into the spotlight, showing off her versatility and energy on both ends of the floor. You could see it in the way they moved, the way they communicated. There was a rhythm to their game that hadn't been there before. Losing Bonner's disconnect might have just been the spark they needed. The win wasn't just satisfying, it was symbolic. It was proof that this young, scrappy team didn't need anyone who wasn't fully invested in their success. And now, with Caitlin Clark primed for a massive 2025 comeback, the Fever don't just stand a chance, they're a team that absolutely cannot be overlooked going forward. The Indiana Fever didn't just survive DeWanna Bonner's exit, they've shown they're thriving because of it.